Welcome back to The Breakfast Show. Now, our next and final guest was the man who had everything. Good looks, a decent paycheck and a glamorous career as a model. Needless to say, he was the envy of his peers.
However, it all came crashing down when Leonard Chua met with a near-fatal accident that left him paralysed from his upper chest downwards.
The accident happened in 2005 and Leonard was only 24 then. But 6 years have passed and his priorities in life are now very different from what they once were, and he does it with a smile.
Absolutely right, and he's joined us this morning to share his journey and his smile with us. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Leonard Chua and his ever-supportive mother, Miss Lim Ju Chu.
Welcome to the show, guys. Leonard, I guess let's first, for our viewers to understand what actually happened to you, tell us about the accident that occurred.
It was after my meeting. After my meeting.
You had a meeting?
Yes. I was about to embark a 5 million deal. And
big deal.
A big deal.
Yeah.
And I had some celebration. I had some drinks. And my car hit a tree. And my car broke into two.
Right.
Wow.
And since then, I've been dead twice.
So you suffered 2 cardiac arrests, I believe.
Yes, the first time was in the hospital when the doctors was about to turn me. When the doctor turning me, my heart stopped for 10 minutes.
For 10 minutes?
10 minutes. And it's a miracle for me to be here again.
Wow.
Smiling with you.
Well, the first stop was 10 minutes. I understand it stopped again. Can you tell us what
in
happened?
ICU.
In the ICU.
It was due to choke by phlegm.
Right.
Yeah, choke by phlegm.
Wow.
Mrs. Chua, what were you? I mean, if you think about it, it's silly to ask a mother what was your reaction to this, but having your son involved in such a horrific accident and then having him almost die twice, what was going through your head?
What was going through my head? Well, all sorts of things, But as a mum, at that point, you don't think much. You only think of, this is my son. I love him. I'll go all the way.
Did you lose hope at any point in time?
No, not to the end.
Not to the end.
Yes.
And after that, you spent 6 months in hospital. Leonard, how was that for you? A lot of people would have given up.
It's my family support, my friends who gave me the courage to live on.
I suppose you inherited it from your mother as well, to not give up hope.
Yeah, without my family and friends, I'm nothing. I wouldn't be what I'm here today.
Excellent.
Yes.
So it was with the support of your parents and friends.
Yeah, I'd say I'm a blessed man.
Walk us through the experience of rehabilitation, 5.5 months in the hospital.
It was a very long way in hospital. You know, when I was in hospital, I was very weak. Before I even learned how to sit up, I had to learn how to turn myself. In order for me to lift myself up to a sitting position, I was so weak, I couldn't even turn myself.
I see. That would make many people lose hope, actually.
But there's once when I was turning, but I couldn't turn. And then my father was standing in front of me. He said, "Son, you can do it. You can do it, son." So with his courage, I turn, make one big turn. That's the first time I made one successful turn.
Fantastic. And I also understand, I mean, you had to relearn simple things, like, because you lost a movement in your fingers, simple things like writing the alphabet.
Yeah, to start from drawing circles, drawing straight lines before I started AVC.
And I understand that you've also you lost your speech as well. Did that take long? Did you recover that in the hospital, or was that at home?
Even until now, I'm still having this side effect. When I get tired, I will slur my speech. Even until now, I'm still practicing every day at home. It was a long run.
Yeah, and it's already been in 6 years, yeah? And you still feel the after effects of it.
Yeah, because of the hypoxic injury, lack of oxygen to the brain.
Right. And Mrs. Chua, coming from you and having seen your son come so far in 6 years. What do you think has been the major challenge that Leonard has overcome?
Wow, it's great to see that he has got the strength, he has got the determination, and he has a dream to achieve. So hopefully things goes well. You know, from his dream, to bring more hope and bring more dreams to others.
Excellent. Of course, which brings us to your latest project, which is called the Beyond Rehab Wellness Centre. Yeah. Where did this inspiration come about?
It's from my family and friends also.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of disabled in Melaka. They either because Melaka does facilities.
Right.
Most of them they sleep at home.
And they deteriorate, yeah, because they have nothing to live for.
They lost hope. They lost hope.
So that's the natural killer. That's the #1 killer.
And it's interesting that your centre is called Beyond Rehab Wellness Centre. It's not just getting you back on your feet, but it's more than that. Tell us about that.
Yeah.
Beyond. I've been dead twice, and what I am today is already a miracle.
Right.
Well, for me to be here, I think there must a message up there that they want me to do. Well, I'm paralyzed from here downwards. I don't know when I'll go again.
Right.
I don't have much time because my immune system is very weak.
I see.
I might go anytime. Maybe I only have 5 to 10 years. I would like to use my last breath to plant my love to this society. And every one of you here are my brothers and sisters.
What do you ultimately want to do for them, Leonard?
Bring hope to them. When they drown into the darkness, I bring them up from the darkness. I show them the light. I give them the light.
Wow.
So is it a lot of, just being with them or motivational speaking? How exactly do you help them?
Tell them, if I can do it, you sure can do it. Because I've been it twice.
Yeah.
You are so much better than me.
So of course, giving them the hope that with so little you can do so much.
Yeah, I show them from a guy who couldn't even lift 1 kilo dumbbell. Today I lift 15 kilo dumbbell with this muscle here. I show them my muscle. This is the proof, the evidence.
Right.
And if they don't believe, I show them my Takesemi mark here. I've been dead twice, you see.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, another bit of courage that we must attest to is the fact that you admitted to drinking while driving. That must be a hard thing to admit as well.
That was the biggest mistake in my life. And I hope I'm a mirror to all of the drinkers
who are careless about it.
Yes, never drink and never drive after drinking.
I think the other thing that people forget is that, besides something happening to yourself, you could also hurt somebody else.
Exactly.
If you drink and drive.
How much is too much, you see?
Yeah.
Because of one careless mistake of yourself affected the whole family. Just imagine if your family reserve the funds for your brothers and sisters, and because of one careless mistake of yours, affected the whole affected your sisters and brothers and sisters cannot go to school.
Yeah.
It affect the whole family.
And of course, in your case, once all this goes down, how will you continue Leonard's legacy? Will you follow on his dreams?
Yes. I will will him, push him as like what we started till the end.
Till the end.
Yes.
And how's the rest of the family been like? How many siblings do you have?
I have one brother. Yeah, he's very handsome looking.
Well, handsomer than
Like
you.
you.
Handsome than me.
Cannot be you.
But the other thing you're trying to do, Leonard, is also you're trying to find ways to raise funds for a fitness centre in Melaka. How are you going about doing that, and what kind of support do you require?
Now, I don't have any source. What I do now is just I only raise funds from my motivational talks. Just raise fund like this. And I hope the public can give me the best support. You know, go to my website and check out download the donation form and give me the best support.
Excellent, excellent.
Leonard's website is actually leonardchua.blogspot.com. You can also, if you'd like to find out more, you can actually write to Leonard and he'll answer your email personally.
There you go. And of course, looking at those pictures, it's like a lifetime ago, Leonard. I mean, let's ask Madam. Yeah, I mean, looking at those pictures, do you feel any pangs of regret? You know, wish things could have been different?
Well, of course, a lot of difference. A lot of difference. Things change, and we have to switch our life, you know, to suit him.
Yeah.
So everything changed.
Has there ever been a point in your life where you go, why us? Why did it happen to us? Why did it have to happen to my son? You know?
Of course, like he says, there's a mission up there.
But what keeps both of you going ultimately? You know, like I said.
Love, family support. To be honest, if today, to have what he is today, if it's without my immediate families and the friend support, it won't be easy. Because the 5.5 months in the hospital, it was my family who go on supplying us the meals every day in the hospital. So for me, I only focus on him. So I have nothing to worry about.
Right.
And then for my younger son, who is so good, who really do his duty well, carry out his own duties, then I don't have to worry about him until today.
So it's a heroic effort from both sides.
Yes, yes. So sometimes I do ask him, you know, for the time that I've spent so much with him, does he feel anything?
Exactly.
But the answer is very positive. He needs me. He needs me.
All right. And so, of course, what would you like to say to members of the public out there, especially those who are in your predicament as well, or who have family members in your position?
Be responsible for yourself. Never take life for granted.
I mean, you don't have to wait till something such as this happened to you, yeah?
Yes, I'm a mirror to all of you here. You know, be responsible of your act. You might affect the whole family, and it might just destroy the whole family.
Really, the whole family
go down. I'm lucky to be in this family, which my family can support me and give me the best thing that I have. Just imagine if my family if I don't have this support, I'll be dead. I'll be rotting.
I think, you know, Mr. Chua, I think the family and Leonard, you guys are a perfect example of sticking through the tough times.
Yes, family support is very important.
Yeah.
And for all those patients out there, you know, if you happen to meet this kind of situation, just bear in mind your family members are very important.
Excellent, excellent. And of course, we encourage those out there to not lose hope, never lose hope, because that will be, once you lose that, there's really nothing else.
There's hope when you don't give up.
Right.
Excellent.
To find out actually more about Leonard's journey, he does have a blog where he's also trying to raise funds for a fitness centre for the disabled in Melaka. Please log on. It is leonardchua@blogspot.com. If you'd like to speak to Leonard himself, you can write to him at leonardchuaty@gmail.com. Thank you so much, both of you, for being with us this morning.
And thank
you. You look like you had something else to say.
Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Thank you.
And
thanks, Leonard.
Thank you for having us here. Really, honestly, thank you for having us here.
No worries. And of course, with your second chance, we hope you make your family proud as well, Leonard. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take one last break, like in the breakfast show, and maybe wipe away some of Joe's tears. But remember, we shall pay tribute to other famous people who made a difference in our lives.
Even with a disability. We'll see you in a bit.